Hello, everyone. Welcome to Off the Charts, episode 409. My name is Dan, and I shall be your host today. But today I've got two extra co-hosts with me. So I'm not even sure where this is going to be happening there, but from slogans, rock and metal extravaganza. My God, that is long, but it pays really well on Scrabble. I can tell you that. We got Sydney here. How's it going?
I'm good. How are you? Oh my
And
God.
from Grab a Stack of Rock, my friend Mike also.
How's it going, Dan?
I'm good.
Excellent.
So cheers to you all. This is the morning, so this is
Yep.
coffee for me,
Good
not
morning.
There you
Grand
go.
Marnier.
I drank mine already.
This is number two for me here. So what got me the idea of this here, yes, I tend to be a bandwagoner. So I saw Mike making an article about his least favorite Kiss song per album. And I'm like, I can do that. I should be able to do that. I'm a huge Kiss fan. So I asked Mike permission. He graciously said yes. And then Sydney says, well, can I join? So so I'm like, all right, fine, let's go. The more the merrier. So we'll all each go and name our least favorite song. I'm not going to say worst. I'm going to say least favorite
Yeah.
song per Kiss album here. And how about we start off, guys? You good?
Okay. Yep.
All
We're
right.
good to go.
So first album in history. What's your thoughts on Chelsea?
Oh my God. I've
This
never
is-
honestly listened to it all the
This
way
is
through.
just
But
me bragging to Mike that I
Yeah.
own this.
wow.
Peter Criss is on that album.
Yeah,
He's in
Yeah,
Peter
that
that's
band.
Chris's
cool.
first band. Okay,
Yeah.
now let's get serious. Off their self-titled debut, Kiss. So, Sydney, what would be your least favorite on?
All right. Yeah, this was a tough one. I knew this was gonna ruffle some feathers with this one. This was tough because it's a solid album, but you got to pick something. This might be controversial, but I went Nothing to Lose.
Wow.
I just find I don't know that it's repetitive. When you got a lot of songs on here that got quite a few changes and dynamic throughout the song, this one kind of carries on a little bit too much with the got nothing to lose a bunch of times. Fun song, but I mean I think everything else on here is way stronger than that song. I don't know. It's just one of
Wow.
those. I almost it was that or Kiss in Time because it's a cover and it's sort of the same sort of silly kind of sing along kind of thing. But I went with Nothing to Lose simply because Kiss in Time has a better guitar solo.
So you're telling me that these choices of yours is going to be getting worse and worse as we.
Oh, that's a tame one. Trust me.
All
There's some
right.
hits on my list. So yeah.
Nothing to lose. Okay, Mr. Mike.
Okay, I'll be brief since Sydney cut into my time. Love theme from Kiss. Martin Popoff usually says something along the lines of an instrumental really counts as only half a song. So love theme from Kiss. There's a much better earlier version that's called sometimes Acrobat, sometimes You're Much Too Young, and that's a much faster, heavier version. That heavy part was excised. So
Yes.
love theme from Kiss.
I also gonna go with Love Theme from Kiss, not because I hate it. It's one of those albums to me that everything is just as equal there. Yeah, you're right, Mike. And I always compare it to Escape from the Island. If I go, that's an instrumental and a half, and then Love Theme from Kiss is it's good. I don't hate it, but it's just there for me. So 2 Love Theme from Kiss and 1 Nothing to Lose. All right, next up, Sydney.
All right.
Hotter
My-
Than Hell.
Favorite Kiss album. And like I've done a show where I did like top 10 albums of all time. This almost made it. It was like number 11 or 12. So, but
Wow.
yeah, Hotter Than Hell. This one was really hard to pick, but you got to choose something. So I went with Coming Home only because it's not a bad song. It's just for me, it's the most forgettable. I love everything else. I almost went got to choose.
That's what
I
I
had to
thought
pick
you went with
something.
your intro.
Almost, I had to go something on here, but like to me, it's a perfect album. So I got to pick something. I went just with Coming Home because to me, I love everything else on here way more. But still not a bad song though. There's no bad songs on this.
All right, so Coming Home for you?
Yeah.
Okay. Mr. Mike.
This is a very tough album. This was my very first Kiss studio album. So you have to pick basically what Tim Derling would call your least favored. And in that case, for me, it's Strange Ways. And that's like picking, your least favorite flavor of ice cream. It's like picking your least favorite cut of steak. It's heavy, it's sludgy, and I think for me, I just kind of prefer a lot of the more rock and roll stuff on this album to that. Although, as far as like a heavy metal Kiss song goes, top notch. So Strange Ways.
So, all right, this one's no going to be no secret for Sydney here, but same
Ugh.
choice as Mike, different reasons. I never liked Strange Ways. Actually, it's too depressing. Like Kiss for me is the embodiment of happiness and positiveness. This one is just like, whoa, it's a little too doomy here for me. But Sydney, I'm going to say though, for your coming home, have you ever heard the version on Unplugged?
No,
That
I've never
completely
actually.
changed my way of
Really?
thinking about
Oh
that
yeah,
song.
yeah.
I'll say I like it. It's not even a bad song. It's just like I love everything. So,
But yeah,
but
it
yeah.
it, it changed things for me there. So yeah,
Okay.
for check out the unplugged version here. All right, next up we've got Dressed to Kill.
Yeah.
Mr. Sydney, what's your choice on that?
Here's another one. I don't know. That's one that might not be too controversial. It's anything for my baby. Just find that's again a little bit too repetitive with the whole just kind of I would do anything for my baby. I would steal anything for my baby. It's just like okay. I was gonna go rock and roll all night because I'm kind of sick of that song, but I went with anything for my baby because I think that's even more repetitive. It's just I don't know. The riff and rock and roll all night's more fun than anything for my baby too. So, but yeah, I went with anything for my baby.
All right, Mr. Mike.
Yeah, same song, Anything for My Baby.
Really?
And I think I'll add to what he said just by saying, yeah, it's a bit repetitive, which is part of the issue, but it's also, to me, kind of like a sub rock and roll all night because it starts with the boom, 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 and
Yeah.
it almost sounds like it is rock and roll all night for the beginning. So it's almost like they use the same drum intro twice. And
No.
again, though, like I said, it's like trying to pick your least favorite flavor of ice cream or your least favorite cut of beef. I do like Anything for My Baby, but you have to pick one.
Well, okay, I'm something different for me. I'm actually gonna go with Ladies in Waiting, not because I hate it. I don't hate it. I just, to me, it was between Two Timer and Ladies in Waiting. Again, I'm gonna be clear, not because I don't like it. It's because I find that they sound way too much alike, those two songs, and I was like, sometimes I'm like, am I singing Two Timer or am I humming Ladies in Waiting? So that would be my vote. Good song. I don't hate it. But again, like Mike says, or keeps saying, my least favorite version of ice cream. Or so,
Yeah.
yeah, just between Two Timer and Ladies in Waiting, I just find it's almost the same song. So that's my pick for Dressed to Kill.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of that on this album too. In general, there's a lot of songs that are so similar to each other.
Well, this is the one where they had to
Yeah,
go back.
those two are almost identical. You're right. Yeah, I heard
Yeah,
those playing this, and it's just like, whoa. It's like, okay, guys.
yeah, they had to go back into the Wicked Lester vault for two songs
Yeah.
to fill in some holes that there were no
Oh,
song.
okay.
So, all right, next up, guys, then we got Alive, which we're not doing.
Yeah.
So then comes their arguably their most popular album. Is it their best? Well, we'll see. But Destroyer, what would be your favorite from Destroyer?
Favorite.
Or
Least
least
favorite.
favorite, sorry.
Well, then God of Thunder. No. It's Lee's favorite. Great Expectations. This is an easy one for me. Just that whole, I don't know, Gene doing that kind of, I don't know, opera thing. I don't know what you would even call that. The orchestra thing.
Yeah.
Just the whole chorus of that is just like, I don't know. It sounds like something that was on his solo album. That sounds like something that would have been
Yeah,
on his
yeah,
solo
you're
album.
you're
It
not
just
you're not wrong.
reminds me of Wish Upon a Star again. Like it's just like that kind of feel. It's just like, okay, I don't know.
Yeah, you're
Skip.
right, yeah.
It's a skipper for me. Total. Yeah, I don't like that song at all, actually. This one was easy.
Okay. Mr. Mike.
Yeah, so I got a little bit of flack for my pick for Destroyer on my blog when I did my list, and a lot of people said to me, "Why didn't you pick Great Expectations?" And for every reason Sydney mentioned, including the cringe line, "And I stand and clutch, or you stand and clutch your breasts." I could have easily picked that, but I actually ended up picking "Do You Love Me" because to me it almost doesn't sound like a full song. It almost sounds like a skeleton of a song, and it always struck me ever since I first heard it as a kid as kind of like half a song. And I've never really been a fan of it. So Do You Love Me?
See, I'm surprised none of you chose that last track.
Oh, you can't
If you
pick.
know,
No,
you
that
know.
doesn't count.
Rock and roll party. No, that's
No.
cheating.
It's not a
No.
Yeah.
real track. That's the thing. That's
No.
the thing. It's not
Yeah.
a track by itself.
Yeah, that's punishable by death.
Yeah. See, I mean, yeah, the obvious choice for me is Great Expectations, but they did a pretty cool version of that at the symphony
Mm,
um
that's true.
version here. It would be between Sweet Pain and Great Expectations for me. I'll choose Great Expectations. Again, I don't hate the song, but yeah, Sid, you're right with the comparison of When You Wish Upon a Star and could have been on Gene's album. But they do a very respectable version on the Kiss Symphony DVD or album, whichever version you have
Yeah.
there. So,
Endorsed.
all right, three different choices for that one. Now we go to actually, which is arguably my favorite album of Kiss, Rock and Roll Over. And I actually have that tattooed on my back, but I'm not taking
Nice.
out my shirt here, so sorry, guys.
Damn it.
Damn it. That's what I was on here for.
Yeah. All right. So, Sid, what's your least favorite on Rock and Roll Over?
This is where I might get killed. Maybe not. I went ladies' room. I don't know. Just not. I'm not a big lyrics guy, anyways. But even like this is repetitive again. I'll meet you in the ladies' room. That seems like that's the whole song to me. It's just I don't know. Very repetitive song. It's just yeah. It's the one that jumped out at me as my least favorite. Was that? It's just I don't know. I've never really cared too much for it. So
Okay.
yeah.
Mr. Mike?
I could have gone with See You in Your Dreams. I've never really cared for that song. I went with Baby Driver. And I hate to do that because, you know, I do love a good Peter Criss tune, but I think when that song comes on, it's so like meh, 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 meh. It doesn't sound like it fits. It sounds like a B-side. It sounds like a throwaway. It just doesn't fit the level of quality on the rest of the album. So I hate to say Baby Driver.
All right. Well, I'm actually going to go with the song you mentioned, Mike, there, See You in Your Dreams. Not because it's a bad song, it's because I actually prefer the version on, well, the guitar version on Gene's solo album. That much more rockier I find there. Sure, there's women background vocals, but again, and I heard that one first as a kid, and then I heard, you know, the version on Rock and Roll Over after, and I was like, it was a little underwhelming for me there. Still not a bad song. Again, like trying to pick your least favorite ice cream, like Mike said. That's gonna be stuck in my head all day now. But Baby Driver, See You in Your Dreams, and Ladies' Room. There you go. Those were our three choices right there. All right. Now, Love Gun. Side note, my friend one time tells me he had this album at his house. He goes, "Oh yeah, which one is it?" "Oh, it's the one with the marble." I'm like, "Really? That's what you
What?
marble.
Wow.
The
That's a way of
marble
describing it. Okay.
That's what you got out of that?"
Were there
Wow.
adults in the room when he?
Yeah.
All right, Sid, what's your least favorite off of Love Gun?
Oh, this one is super easy. It was Then She Kissed Me. It's kind of cover of the Crystals, I guess, the old girl group.
Mm-hmm.
Just I don't know. They were really they did that a lot, right? With Kiss in Time, and then they started doing these covers of these old songs, and just I don't know. Then obviously, I think it was originally Then He Kissed Me, right?
Yes.
The original, yeah.
Yeah. It's just I don't know. And they didn't even really rock it up all that much. It's just kind of I don't know. It's just there. It's just yeah. Don't really care for that. So I think that really dragged, especially as the last song too. So
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, Mr. Mike.
Same question with that one. A lot of people ask me, why didn't you pick And Then She Kissed Me?
Oh man.
And actually, it was Harrison who came up in the comment that says, well, you don't know Mike if you ask that question. And it's because Then She Kissed Me was one of the songs that was played at my wedding. So it has very, very special meaning to me. And that's why I went with Almost Human. And that's a tough choice to make because Almost Human has those cool bongos. I love the bongos on Almost Human. But it kind of reminds me of Baby Driver in a way where it's like, I don't think it fits the album necessarily. It's just like this dark, brooding, monstery kind of song on an album with stuff like I Stole Your Love, you know? So for me, I could not pick. I could not pick And Then She Kissed Me, so I went with Almost Human.
Well, Mike, that's actually my favorite. The album.
That's why I'm laughing because I remember when you were on our show. Yeah, you picked that. That's
Yeah,
funny.
and I just find it very original. But that's cool, Mike. And I'm sorry for your wedding, but I'm gonna choose also Then She Kissed Me.
Sorry. Right.
Not a bad song, not a bad cover.
Uh,
It's just, I mean, I liked it a lot more as a kid or as a teen, I should say there. But yeah, I'll go with Then She Kissed Me just because I love all the other stuff that much more there. So two, Then She Kissed Me, and one, Sacrilege, Almost Human.
Sacrilege. Yeah, I love that song too, Almost Human. But it's what
All right, now we're gonna go into the area where it's
this is where it gets dicey,
yeah. All right,
opinion wise,
next
probably.
up we've got Dynasty.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Sid, who do you got for Dynasty, or what you got?
Mike, please remain my friend because I'm going with Sure Know Something.
Really?
It's just, yeah, it's to me, it's the start of Disco Kiss, sort of. I mean, it's really only on this album. You only got like the two, but I like I Was Made for Loving You, so I have no problem. It's just Sure Know Something, just didn't do much for me. It just, yeah, that's the one song where I'll go to the washroom if I have this on. I'll just, yeah, I don't know. I love everything else on here but that, so that's my pick. Sorry, Mike. It's just, yeah, different taste, right? Not everyone can like the same thing.
Like Coming Home, Sid. Check
Yeah.
out the Unplugged. That's another one where I didn't care for it as much
Yeah.
until I heard the Unplugged. I'm like, wow, those background vocals are just perfect.
Okay.
So, Mr. Mike.
Really tough album to do. This was one of my first Kiss albums that I got in that first few months of loving Kiss. I got it for Christmas of '85. And I ultimately, at the end of the day, I decided to go with X-Ray Eyes. And it's almost like kind of like an Almost Human kind of song where Gene's kind of playing
Dan.
this monster character. There's a lot of this really noisy Ace guitar, really beautiful noise. I love it. But again, you got to pick your least favorite cut of beef. And in my case, it's X-Ray Eyes. It was tough. It was really, really tough. It could have been Hard Times, and it could have been maybe those two. But I can't pick Hard Times because there's personal meaning there. It was the first song from this album that I remember hearing. So, yeah, tough. This is like,
All right,
again,
Mike, you're
choosing
killing
your
me. You're
choosing your
killing me,
favorite
Mike.
t-shirt and throwing one into the fire, you know?
Isn't that one your favorite again, Dan? Was
That's
X-Ray
actually
Eyes
one of
off
my
it?
favorites too. That's to
Yeah.
me like where Gene stands out more than Paul does. But I think Sid knows this one here, but I'm gonna go with Save Your Love. But Sid,
Yeah.
when you played it the other day, it actually made me want to go and re-listen to it. And actually, I enjoyed it a lot
Okay.
more than I remembered. It still would be my least favorite there, so I'm still gonna go with Save Your Love. But I enjoy it a lot more than I do now. And like Sure Know Something, Sid, if you ever want to hear a good version of a cover there, check out the unplugged version of 2000 Man. Also, is great.
Yep.
Okay.
That unplugged. I know I'm biased, but I'm going to say I'll defend that. It actually saved a lot of songs in this guy's brain. There, I'm like, oh, I appreciate it more this way than the original way. That's how I felt.
Yep, I agree.
All right, next up, this one is very divisive album,
Oh man.
Unmasked. But I'm going to say this is actually one of my favorite album covers ever.
Yeah, that's
Love, and being a
awesome.
cartoonist myself, I absolutely love this year. So Unmasked, what do you got for Unmasked, Sid?
If our friend Joey Sudo is watching, I apologize because it's Shandy, and I'm sorry, Mike, because I know you did your interview with Tom. It's just again that disco thing, and is it really Kiss when it's just Paul and nobody else? I don't know. It's just kind of, and even the song, I just never cared for it to begin with. So this was, I didn't even have to listen to this. I just knew it was Shandy. It was just, yeah, one of those ones for me. Sorry, but yeah, that's what I went with for that.
All right, Mr. Mike.
Well, as my good friend Uncle Meat would say, these aren't disco albums. They're rock albums that have disco production
Yes.
elements. And he really turned me around on Unmasked. It used to be one of my least favored Kiss albums, and now it's one of my favorites because he really made me appreciate the pop elements. So at the end of the day, I went with She's So European. I felt of all the songs, it was maybe the least memorable to me. But that's, again, it's not really accurate because I could still sing you the entire song front to
Yes.
back. So, you know, it was like, oh, she's so European. Do I pick that one? Do I pick Easy as It Seems? Harrison made a comment that it might have been Easy as It Seems, but Harrison actually made a comment saying you better not pick it. So I didn't.
Like his favorite or something? Like,
Yeah, he likes it.
All right.
okay, that's fine.
Well, I apologize then to your friends, Mike.
Oh my god, he's going with
Yeah, Easy as It Seems to me, like, doom, 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 doom. That's really funk disco bass line. But it's not the bass line that bugs me. It's that little keyboard. Even though it's cool, it really does not fit the Kiss image I find there. And again, as I am telling you this, I'm singing this. It could have been also She's So European. That one's also not very memorable for me. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Easy as It Seems. And for Shandy, I like the song. It's just I don't like that Hawaiian guitar part there. That's the only part that kind of bugs me about that song there. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Easy as It Seems. 3 different choices for this one here. So there you go. But again, it's on because of the keyboard mostly, not the bass. All right, next up, we've got Music from the Elder. And yes, I talked to Sid, yes, Fanfare is a track. Okay,
Okay.
if that
Okay.
is
Yeah, it's listed as a track. So
yeah.
So
I mean, I was gonna pick that, but I'm just like, it's an instrumental that opens the album. That's kind of, you can't really critique that too much. So I don't really consider. I don't know. It is a track, but I don't really want to pick that because it's just like whatever.
low hanging fruit.
Yeah, it's listenable. It's just an instrumental that starts it off. So it's like whatever. It's like
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to pick that. So I went with what it leads into. Does it really lead into it? Not really. Just a Boy. Don't
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that song, and just I don't know that weird way he sings. Just a boy. I don't know. It's just weird to me that way he sings that too. It's just
Lots of
almost
falsetto in that.
just too much on that. I don't like that song. Yeah, that was again. This was an easy one for me. Just a Boy.
All right, Mr. Mike.
you can see the age difference because he says Fanfare is the opening song, but to you and me, The Oath is the opening song.
Yeah,
I went with Mr. Blackwell. I felt that it was the least catchy of any of the songs, and I really like The Elder. It's grown on me over the years,
Yeah.
but Mr. Blackwell, it's got that long, slow section with a Mr. Blackwell, and then just I don't know. I don't think it's the best tune on the album for sure.
well, Mike, I agree with you. I'm also choosing Mr. Blackwell. I'm not a fan of stop and go as much. You know, bum, bum, you could put when you find the effects in between the stop and goes more interesting than the song itself. I'm like, what effect is it going to have on this stop? You know, like you know, those things there, and then the little, you know, in the middle that Mike was talking about there. I was like, yeah, it's. I can sing it to you, but it's just as much as this album does not fit the Kiss mold. That song does not fit this album mode. I find there. So.
Yeah.
2 for Mr. Blackwell and 1 for Just a Boy.
Yeah.
All right, now Kiss are back with Creatures of the Night.
Yep.
Oh, Mike's got the 2
Mixed up
versions
both.
there. Yeah.
Nice. And both of them make no sense.
Yeah. Well,
None of those guys on there. It's just
Yeah, I know.
ridiculous.
I know.
Ugh.
So, what's your choice on Creatures of the Night?
This was tough because again, this is another album that's a 10 out of 10 for me. It's my second favorite Kiss album after Harder Than Hell. So this was tough. Ultimately, I went with like the big hit off of this. I guess it was a big hit. I Love It Loud. I mean, I still love that chorus. I still think it's a great song, but I think this is almost like their metal album. And even I Still Love You, the ballad is great. The solo in that, everything on here is fantastic.
Yeah.
And I still really like I Love It Loud. I actually really enjoy that song, but you got to pick something. And just everything on here is just like a full like on metal song, and that's kind of more slowed down tempo one. I had to pick something, and I went with that. So,
All right.
yeah, it was cruel to try to pick something from this, but
Mr. Mike.
So back in like 85 or 86, I recorded the music video off Much Music and was like, wow, amazing. Loud, want to hear it loud. I had a 10-minute walk home from school every day, and me and my sister every day for like a week. Loud, want to hear it loud, right between the eyes. And a week later, we realized we were completely burned out on I Love It Loud. So I Love It Loud. It just doesn't have longevity.
okay.
It doesn't have longevity.
You know what? I'm actually gonna go with the same. I love it loud,
Wow.
but
Okay.
I'm so sick and tired of hearing it now. It's and there's a lot of songs that because I'm just sick and tired. And it's you know what?
Mm.
As bombastic. I don't like it live as much as I do this. The studio is like what you call bombastic. You know the and the video, of course, was great there. It's Kiss at its simplest. Big, it's still a great anthem. I'm just like rock and roll
Yeah.
all night. I can't listen to. And I almost chose "I Still Love You," and I always feel the same way. I'm like, oh, "I Still Love You" is next, but then you hear it and you're like, yeah, Paul's really good on that song there. So I'll go with "I Love It Loud,"
Oh,
just because you got to pick something, right? So there you go.
Sorry,
I was worried.
Joey.
I'm gonna pick a hit and I'm gonna get killed for this, and then we all pick it. Okay.
It's all good. It's all good. All
Right.
right, next up, they took the makeup off
Yep.
on "Lick It Up." A little kid like myself going, "What is this?" So I was at the store trying to see who is who.
Oh, the
It
Ace
was
looks
actually
different.
very easy.
Yeah.
But all right, Sid, what is your um choice for "Lick It Up"?
This one was super easy for me, just hearing the name of the album, and that's the title track. Look it up again.
Really? Okay.
Kind of sick of that song. It's just kind of very repetitive. That chorus almost gets annoying after a while with that. Yeah, I'm not gonna sing it, but yeah, everyone knows that chorus. But yeah, it's just it was a big, huge hit. But they still play it live. But it's
Have you
just
ever
for
heard
me.
the live version?
I've seen them live and they played it, and I was waiting for the song to be over.
It's
I'm just
different though. There's
like,
the add the
yeah,
da,
just
da,
I don't
da,
know.
da,
It's
da,
still,
da, da, da.
yeah, I don't
I
know. Just
love that
never did
part.
anything for me. I don't know. Just one of those songs that never did it for me.
Very, very simple, yes.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Mike.
Damn near perfect album, so very difficult to pick. And ultimately, at the end of the day, I went with Gimme More. I felt like of all the songs on the album, it's the one that I could probably skip over. Maybe,
Oh,
maybe. It was so hard. Yeah, it's just, I guess it just comes down to it. It's my least favorite on the album. There's a lot of special songs in this album. Dance All Over Your Face to me, and On the Eighth Day, that pairing at the end of the album, very special to me. I love the manic, almost thrash like fits like a glove. Love Million to One. I love the rap rock of All Hell's Breaking
Yeah.
Loose. Young and yeah, I had to pick one. Give me more. It was just the least. I think it's the least interesting song on the album.
See, this one was a little tougher. I was like, it's in between "Fits Like a Glove," "Young and Wasted," and "Gimme More."
oh,
I'm gonna go with "Young and Wasted." It's okay. It's just that to me, that's just a little too extreme for Kiss. You know? It's is Gene singing on the album, but Eric on live?
Yes, correct.
Okay, there you go.
yes.
That's
Yeah.
because on the Analyze, you could see him singing that live. It's Eric Carver. I was like, that sounds like Gene
Is it
on the album.
both? Is it Eric doing like background or something? It sounds like it's almost both live.
Oh yeah,
I'm
he
not
does.
100% sure if it's.
Yeah,
I'd have
there's
to
a
go
lot of
back and watch that.
background.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so Young and Wasted, Gimme More, and
Look it up.
Lick It Up. There you go. All right. Okay, next up, Animalize 84.
Yeah. All right. So this is another hot take. My third favorite Kiss album.
Really?
Yeah. Um, this is probably gonna be the one that ruffles feathers. Maybe I'm going Heaven's on Fire. Just yeah, I find again this is a pretty solid heavy metal album, with the exception of maybe Murder and High Heels. That probably would be my second choice. But I think everything on here is just really good, fast, heavy driving, and then that comes on. It's just kind of like typical of the day kind of thing with the chorus, and again another kind of cheesy music video. But I think other than that, I think it's almost a perfect album for me. But Heaven's on Fire, just yeah, I don't know.
All right. Mr. Mike?
Yeah, Heaven's on Fire is one of those burnout songs as well.
Yeah.
But I actually went with Murder in High Heels.
Yeah,
It's
I love that though.
it's kind of corny, man. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's that great of a song. I don't think Gene would call it that great of a song. I don't think there's much to hang your hat on with Murder on High Heels, but
No.
I don't know. I just kind of snicker to myself anytime I hear that.
It's a cool little funk.
I just picture this pimp walking down, the slums in New York City.
Could have been the Seinfeld theme.
I was like Kramer with the Technicolor Dreamcoat. Da-da-da-da-da-da. I find this to be
funny.
one of my least favorite
Oh man.
Kiss albums, and I compare it to "Girls, Girls, Girls" by Motley Crue. It's very well camouflaged by an amazing single, whether you like it, the song, or not. 9 songs, and Gene really forgot how to write for this album. And I mean, as much as funny as "Burn Bitch Burn" lyrically is, like, come on, like that's. But I'm gonna go with
Hilarious.
"While the City Sleeps." It was a toss-up
Oh.
between those 2 last songs. They're decent songs. They're just not on par. Like you put "I've Had Enough" into the fire, and then you compare it to "While the City Sleeps," and you're like, yeah, okay, now I see the. But yeah, Gene, very big miss for me on this album here. So, "While the City Sleeps" is my vote for this.
Eh.
All right, next up, my first ever new Kiss purchase at the time. So I bought this new when this came out, Asylum, or as I used to ask the guy, "Do you guys have the new Kiss Asylum?" Because I didn't know how to. I've never heard of that word until this
Asylum.
came out. I'm French, guys. Remember. All right, Mr. Sid, what do you got here for Asylum?
Okay, cool. So this again was an easy one. It's weird. My copy says 1983. I don't know why. You probably can't read that. Yeah,
Really?
my CD says 1983 Mercury Records. I don't know why. Isn't this like 87 or something? Like
85.
85. I don't know why it says 83. It's weird. So it's a misprint. It's very strange.
Hey, maybe it's worth some
I don't
money.
know. Who knows? I don't know. But yes, remastered too. It's a remastered one. So I don't know what the hell they did there.
I have those, yeah.
So I went with the last song, All Night. It's just even lyrically totally ridiculous. I work all day and I have to all night. It's like, really? Come on. And just the melody of it is just like, oh my God, guys, come on. It's just so cheesy and corny. No, I can't. I think it's a strong album. It's a decent album, but All Night was just, oh my God. Now it's really just, now you're really going in a weird direction here with All Night. So
All
yeah,
right.
that was my pick.
Okay. Mike, my friend.
So like Dan, this was my first new Kiss album when it came out. And like I played it all year and I went through my favorites. It started with Tears Are Falling, then it went to All Night, and then it went to the other single. But by the summertime, I'd settled on a different favorite song, and it was Gene Simmons' Secretly Cruel.
Yeah.
So you know that I'm kind of not necessarily on par with this album, and I went with I'm Alive as my least favorite song. And to me, it's kind of like the Gimme More of this album. To me, the 2 songs are interchangeable. Yeah, I think this is a great album. I really do. I think it's a lot better than Animalize myself. But again, you got to pick a least favorite, and I went with a very similar song to Gimme More, I think, and I'm Alive.
I never realized, yeah, your comparison to Gimme More. I love I'm Alive. This is actually my second favorite Kiss album of all time.
Wow,
because I've had it for so long and I've had it from day one. But I'm actually gonna go with Love's a Deadly Weapon. I much prefer Paul's version on the box set than Paul's version on the box set would fit this album more, I find. This one,
I love that version. Oh, so good.
yeah. I just, this is almost borderline thrash. Like, it's not, but
Yeah.
it's a heavy song just for heaviness' sake. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Love's a Deadly Weapon, and yeah, Sid, I still love.
That's my favorite on the album, but okay.
I still love All Night. We actually
Really?
had to write a song in
Okay.
grade 8, and I
Oh, that's funny.
based
Don't
it
tell
off
me
of All Night.
if you plagiarize that song, can you imagine? Like,
Yeah, well, yeah, we anyway, that's a
I
story.
remember when they
Yeah.
debuted that music video on the Power Hour and Christopher Ward was hosting, and he goes, "Gee, what do you think they meant by all night? Do you think they meant study all night? Do you think they meant do your homework all night?"
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Oh,
That's funny.
it's definite cheese, but I it's gotta again. I that's a special album for me
Yeah.
because of
Okay.
where I was and how I got it. And all right, this one here, very divisive album
Oh
here,
boy, yeah.
Crazy Nights.
We hated it so much we smashed it. Look.
See, I didn't
Back
understand it at
back
the time.
on.
I loved this album. I still
Yeah.
do there,
Okay.
but at the time I was like, I didn't understand why people did not like it. But Sid, what you got for Crazy Nights?
Yeah, when you get past like the title track, it's actually not my choice. I almost picked it, but I think that solo in that song is still great. Yeah, it gets a little bit too much at the end when he starts singing crazy, crazy, crazy nights 50 million times. But there's actually some straw after this, there's actually some really good stuff on here. So I ended up going with I guess you'd call it a ballad, power ballad, Reason to Live. Never really liked that song. I don't know, just kind of typical power ballad of the time. Just really, I don't know. Just I don't might get heat for saying, but I don't like when Paul sings these ballad kind of thing. I don't know, just not me. It's not my thing. I can't get into that kind of thing. But I think it's still a strong album. Even Crazy Crazy Nights, I like that song better than
Yeah.
this. So yeah. But yeah, that was my pick.
Perfect. All right, Mr. Mike.
So at this point in history, I think most people felt that they were at a very, very low point, that this was the nadir. They needed to come back, and it's so easy to pick a bad song on this, and it's I'll Fight Hell to Hold You. It's barely a song. It sounds like three or four unrelated parts just jammed together. And I remember when the night that this came out, I went over to my buddy George's place to tape it, and I'll Fight Hell to Hold You came on, and he goes, can you imagine how bad the songs are that didn't make the album if this did?
See, I don't mind that one. I don't love it there, but I'm gonna go with just because lyrically it's so dumb. Bang bang.
Bang bang.
Uh,
What's
I
that about?
yeah. I mean, I could have like I love No 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 Studio. Live, I think it's terrible what they do with it. But yeah, Bang Bang You, I'm just like it. I it's one of those songs I just like. Okay, like it's just there. Like that one was very easy for me. Reason to Live, I like it. I just don't find the wording works very well with the what's happening. Everybody has a reason to like it's everybody has a reason. That's a little too fast, but that's just really nitpicking here. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Bang Bang You for this one for Crazy Nights. Okay, we got what, five more? Yeah,
Yep.
about that.
Six.
Six.
Six
there you
more.
go.
6 more.
All right, next up. When we went to the store, we couldn't find the new Kiss album because the logo is all
I got the
around the stamp right here.
one. Mhm.
Oh, what version is that,
I
Mike?
got the he's got the re-release, I guess.
No, this is a US CD.
Oh,
Oh,
I've
okay.
never seen that.
It's different than the Canadian one then, I guess.
I have a Japanese, the ones that came out later there.
Hmm.
Oh, I've never seen that. Okay,
Wow.
Mr. Sid, what you got here for Hot in the
Yeah.
Shade?
I was gonna say your last pick should have been on Asylum because then it could have been a concept album. Bang Bang You and all night. There you go.
Well, no, I love all night.
So again, I'm going with the big hit off of this, Forever. Never liked that song. Just, yeah,
Wow.
I don't know. Just yeah, I'm not a big ballad guy to begin with, so that one for me, just yeah, I don't want to hear that song Forever. I don't like that song. So yeah, Forever.
All right, Mr. Mike.
So as Joey and I said in that episode, this is just way too long. It's 15 songs. So there's so many bad ones to choose from. So I went with Love is Like a Slap in the Face, but it could have been so many of these other songs because there's so many crappy songs in here, from Read My Body to Silver Spoon to Cadillac Dreams to The Street Giveth and the Street Taketh Away. There's so much filler. This is 99% filler. So arbitrarily, Love is like a slap in the face.
See, I like that one. Mike loves a slap in the face. Same with Forever. It's got to me is one of their better ballads there. Cadillac Dreams. I've always loved that just because of the trumpet. I'm actually gonna go with Somewhere Between Heaven and Hell. That one just like I'm like by that time I'm almost clocked out. Eric Carr saves it. I find with Little Caesar. then Boomerang, and that's another forgettable one there. But yeah, I'm gonna go with somewhere between Heaven and Hell. It's just there. I don't find there's bad songs, but I find that just a lot of their songs are a little bit, borderline filler. So
Yeah.
To me,
somewhere
they're almost
between-
like the same song, like love is like a slap in the face. And which one did you pick again? You picked
somewhere between
Heaven and Hell. It's the same
Same
song.
melody.
It's the same song.
Nah, nah.
It's just,
Yeah.
Speaking of nah, as a kid, I used to do a cartoon for the school newspaper, and I had put in. You remember Al Jaffe from Mad
Yeah.
Magazine?
yeah.
You know how he always put these little backgrounds. I put someone singing nah, 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 and then everybody's like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Of course, only I knew the joke. All right, next up, Revenge.
Revenge. Yeah. CD so much darker. Like it's weird. Or maybe it's just your lighting. I don't know. But yeah.
Well, this is a reissue there.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
All right, Revenge.
So again, I was gonna go with the I just wanna what is it? No, I just wanna yeah, but it's forget you. It's like okay. It's just, I was gonna go with that, but then again, I went with the ballad. Every time I look at you, just no, not for me. That's what I went with. So
You're allowed. You
Yeah.
could be wrong too, by the way. Mr. Mike.
I went with Paralyzed. I just don't think
Yeah.
it's very good. Don't think there's much to it. It's definitely not very catchy. I guess it's got that monster plot that Gene loves to groove in, but I don't think this album's necessarily as great as we thought it was at the time. I don't think it's necessarily aged very well. It sounds very contrived at times, and it doesn't make me feel good when I'm done listening to it. When I'm done listening to it, I don't know what I'm feeling. But the next two albums, this one and the next one, they don't hit me as Kiss albums. They just don't feel the same. Still, I had to pick one song and I went with Paralyzed because there is a lot of good stuff on this. Still, it's just I don't think it necessarily is held in the esteem that it was in 1992 when it came out. People were like, "Whoa, Kiss got heavy again," and now we're kind of like, yeah, it was okay. It's a good album.
I said the same thing, Mike. I the other day I said albums I made an episode albums we should love but don't. And I
Yeah.
put this one there. And I totally agree with you, Mike, on that. It's because the shock of Unholy. Everybody's like, whoa. But I think this album caters more to non-Kiss fans than Kiss fans themselves, I think. I am gonna go with Tough Love. I never liked that one really.
Yeah.
I mean, as cheesy as Take It Off is, Tough Love is just the chorus to me does nothing for me. Like it's to me-
Gimme tough love.
goes
That's
so long
it.
it's taking
That's
him
all.
to
That's
sing it.
it.
It's so slow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, that's I never liked it, to be honest. That song, and the rest is very good. There, just whatever. It's not, to me. It's not what I would call Kiss's best album.
No.
Unmasked, which is apparently this is always at the top. That's just for me. It's
That's
a
wrong.
but I know I'm in the minority for that. So
Yeah, I'd almost say this is almost overrated in a way.
Yeah, yeah,
it's
I would agree.
very, people are like it's heavy. It's Unholy's heavy. The rest is just kind of generic rock songs for the most
I
part.
think it was very well rated
know.
for the time when it first came
Yeah.
out. But then with time, you're like, yeah, it's good. So
Yeah.
all right, next up, Psycho Circus.
Nope.
No.
Okay,
Carnival of Souls.
okay, well, yeah, okay, well, we'll put it. Okay.
Carnival of Souls.
See, I thought this came out first. Then
No.
because of that, they came out with this.
This came out in 97. This came out in 98.
Did it? Okay, my
Yeah.
apologies.
And this was recorded in 95.
I have the bootleg without I Walk Alone.
Yeah, I do too. And the songs
Oh,
have
wow.
different titles.
Does yours have a stop at one? I forget which song it was there. It's like there's a blank spot, and the album is like green with them on the like makeup.
Yes, I have the one with them
Yeah.
in makeup on the cover. Yeah.
Oh wow.
All right. This one, yeah, I have all that. Yeah. I have that album. That's probably the last album I got on cassette of Kiss. So I have that on cassette, CD, and vinyl. All right, Mr. Sid, what is your choice for Carnival of Souls, the final sessions?
Cool. So I actually had a good friend. I haven't talked to him for a long time, but I won't get into why. But yeah, he he hated Kiss. Like he was not into that style of music. He's like all the lame man with the makeup. And then I'm like, okay, let him hear this. And he thought this was like the best thing they ever did, because he was more into like Nirvana and
Mhm.
grunge bands and stuff. And
Yeah.
he just thought, oh, they finally made a good album. And I'm like, yeah, okay. But no, I actually not agree with him, but I do think it's actually a pretty solid, heavy album. Does it sound like Kiss? No, not at all. But I mean, other than you recognize their voices. But again, here I go with the theme of picking the ballads again. I Will Be There. So yeah, just the one I went with. I'm not a
Wow.
ballad guy. For me, I like especially acoustic ballads. So like for me, it's just I don't know, just not my taste. I like the heavier stuff on here though. Like I think everything else on here is really great. But yeah, that's the one I went with.
See, that to me is Paul Stanley shining big time on that album. Like I love his delivery, and I love that one there. Oh, Sid, Sid, Sid.
And that song was written about Evan Stanley, who
Yeah,
is now
his son.
embarking on his own career.
Okay. Well,
All right, Mr. Mike, what you got there?
Tough because, even though I just said that this album doesn't necessarily make me feel good, when I'm in an angry mood, this is the Kiss album to reach for.
Yeah.
I went with Childhood's End. I think it's the slowest, most boring of all the songs. You were always my friend from childhood's end. I just
that was
there's better songs on the album, way better songs on the album than Childhood's End. And that I really wanted to like it because it's got the same title as an Arthur C. Clarke novel. Or sorry, Isaac Asimov or Clarke? That was Clarke. Childhood's End. Yeah, so I really wanted to like it, and the song title has nothing to do with the book.
I don't know. I've never read the book. It didn't have the word Archie on the front, so that's why I didn't read it.
That would probably be my second pick, though. Would be Childhood's End. Yeah, you're right. That chorus is kind of okay.
But Mike, that the version on the box set, I would have loved it even more had they put the version on the box set on that with that outro.
Right.
I don't know if you
The
remember.
outro was supposed to be on the album, but I think it was actually at the end of the album after I Walk Alone, but for whatever reason it got chopped.
Oh, I love that outro. It's pretty, but I like it there. Yeah, for me, yeah, it's not. I remember us like when I got that version, the bootleg. We all went to my buddy's house and we all like, what is this? Would it have sold at the time had it came out? Who knows, right? A lot of people say yes, a lot of people say no. I am gonna go with Rain. That to me is way too Pantera-ish. Again, same theme as stuff that I don't like. That stop and go. I think it's gonna da 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 da.
Yeah, I love that stuff, though. So that's why, yeah.
To me, that's not how I like my music there. But very
Mike, you're muted.
album there.
Oh, I was going to say, sorry, Soundgarden is what it reminds me of, Chris Cornell.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, but there's like to me there, I Will Be There is got to be one of the. I don't know. I love that one there, Sid. It's Paul doing a ballad right. I find because it's not about every time I look at you or forever.
Whenever I'm in the mood, yeah. It's not one of those songs. I get it, yeah.
But yeah, all right. So 3 different choices for this one. Now, can I take out Psycho Circus, guys?
Yes, Dan, you can take out
All right. Psycho
weird-
Circus.
weird thing.
And you're
with,
also allowed to add the bonus track if
okay, I don't have the bonus. Okay.
it's In Your Face.
Well, nobody's going to pick that as the worst song, so
Yeah.
it doesn't matter.
True.
Yeah.
So yeah, Psycho Circus.
Cool.
I've got the Lenticular on CD also, which is actually very
Yeah.
cool.
With a screensaver. It's weird, but yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God.
It's like, did anyone
think I
else
was-
use
yeah,
that?
we-
Like,
Windows 95. I think I had that, and
Yep.
or I probably still had 3.1 when that came out. All right, Mr. Sid, what you got on this here?
yeah, Kiss are kind of reaching more even gimmicky when you got like a system requirements for Windows 95 on a CD. It's like, what?
Yeah.
Come on, guys. Screensaver. But Yeah, I went with We Are One again. The Gene ballad, kind of. I guess it's kind of a ballad, but yeah. In general, this album is really weak. Like this should have been amazing. Got the original guys back together, and then you hear the first song. Oh, this is great. Psycho Circus Kiss Her Back, and then it keeps going, and it's just like, what happened? So yeah, We Are One. That's yeah, very weak album, which should have been a return to classic Kiss, and then it didn't last anyways. So
All right, Mr. Mike.
So hard to pick a worse song on an album that sucks this hard. I ended up going with, I think it's the most loathsome song in the album, and that's the extremely contrived ballad, I Finally Found My Way
that
to
one's
You. And it's like, okay, so we're not going to let Peter write any songs. We're not going to let Ace write any songs, but we do need to give Peter a ballad. So, Paul, what do you got? And Paul said, here's something. I'll throw Peter's way. I'll throw him a bone. And it's like, you know, they obviously were like, this is the next Beth.
Oh,
This is
God.
the next
Yeah.
Hard Luck Woman. It's Peter's
No.
chance to have another hit. I mean, Peter didn't write Hard Luck Woman, so who cares? And it's so shit. I like you can tell
Not a
what
good
they were.
song either.
It's not like you can tell. It sounds like Paul throwing him a bone. It
Oh, yeah.
really does.
It was a
It's
toss
not-
up between those two. Yeah. It was-
Yeah, like
oh, my
and
God.
you know, of course, Peter was going to sing it because otherwise he wouldn't really be on the album.
Yeah, you know.
It's just this is an
That's-
embarrassing time in history. There are a couple low points, and we just hit another of the lowest of the low points. And much like the previous low point, Crazy Nights, it was followed by some bonus tracks, and then we were followed by an even worse song called "Nothing Can Keep Me From You" from the Detroit Rock City soundtrack. Like we're at the lowest of the low
I
points.
didn't mind that one. I did not mind that one, but I actually went and sang it. I realized I didn't really know it when I decided to go and sing it at karaoke one night. That is tough to sing. For Psycho Circus, I mean, yeah, I could have gone with We Are One. I find the guitar mixes, especially when it starts, that I hate that guitar tone. I could have went with I Finally Found My Way also, but I remember one day actually liking it. I forget what that day was, but
One day, he had a
was a
special lady
Wednesday.
over.
yeah. No, I was in a sad mood, but anyway. But I'm gonna go. You wanted the
He
best,
got over it.
and I'll
You gotta-
explain myself. You wanted the best sounds
Yes.
first.
Yeah.
It's like we got this really cool catchphrase, make a song out of it, and then you listen to the you wanted the best. It reminds me of the Motley Crue song "Chicks Equals Trouble." Again, that song was the title was written for that, you know, heroin diary, whatever. It's like, oh my God, write a song around that. And my friend said it best. He goes, I hate it when there's choruses sound forced. And you wanted the best, you got the best. You could put all four members singing that song, it still makes it crap. I just find it's forced, and like, this is the best you could come up with that such an iconic saying of you wanted the best, you got the best. So I just don't like that song there for that reason. So there you go. 3 different choices again for that. All right, 2 more. Sonic Boom. And yes, this is an unofficial, not the... All right, what do you got for Sonic Boom there, Mr. Sid?
Well, I went with Stand. That chorus
Oh,
just
really?
very lame. I don't know. I think this album is actually stronger than I think a lot of people would give it credit. I think it's actually a strong album.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of great guitar solos on this. I think that one's missing like a really good standout solo, and even the chorus is just kind of like, I don't know, just yeah, very cheesy and corny. I never got sick of Modern Day Delilah as much as they overplayed it on the radio. I think that's
Yeah.
a great song to open it up. And Russian Roulette, it's just, I think all throughout it's actually really good. This should have been the comeback album with the original lineup, but we got this. So
Yeah.
but
True, yeah, I never
yeah.
thought of it that way, yeah.
No, Sid's right. This should have been the concept that they did with Psycho Circus, which is
Yeah.
written and recorded by the 4 members. No outside
Yeah.
writers, no outside players. That's what they should have done on
funny
Psycho
because they brought
Circus.
Tommy in and Eric, and they're just like, you guys can write songs. Like,
Yeah, it really shows you how they feel about the 2 musicians versus the original musicians. You know, it's like we can't
Yeah.
trust those guys to be on the album.
it's like, well, then why'd you hire them back again?
Right,
Oh,
right.
Stupid.
No,
Like,
that's a debacle.
yeah, I don't know.
All
Yeah,
right, Mike.
so Stand was my pick. But
Yeah, like I could have gone with Stand as well. I don't like that chorus either. If you need me, I hate that. But
Like
there's
what?
one thing I hate more on this album, and that's Never Enough, because it's a transparent rewrite of Nothing But a Good Time by Poison.
Oh
Just
wow,
like
yeah,
on the
it is.
previous album, there
Yeah.
was one song that was a complete rewrite of I'm 18. Dreamin' was a complete rewrite of I'm
Yeah.
18. Easily could have picked
Well,
Dreamin'.
Alice did bring them to court for that.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
And won.
And Bret Michaels didn't do that for Never Enough, but he should have, because it's obviously Nothing But a Good Time. And I always felt Nothing But a Good Time was a little bit ripped off of Deuce. I always thought that was a
You
bit
can't rip off yourself, I guess.
right.
Yeah.
So it's like a third generation. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's my pick is Never Enough.
Mike, one of us three must know Nothing But a Good Time a lot better than the rest of us, right?
I'm trying to think of that. I got to go back and listen to those two now, back to back. Damn. Yeah.
Yeah, I like Stand. I like. I'm gonna go with Danger Us. To me, it's
Yeah, it's corny too. I guess.
yeah, it's one of those
Lyrically,
puns.
yeah.
I'm
Hey, I
assuming,
got an idea for a song
Dangerous.
title.
what's that?
Hey, I got an idea for a song title.
It's called Dangerous, but we're gonna talk about us. So Danger Us. I was like, but even it's like Tough Love. It's like one of those.
Yeah.
Just they. I almost put I'm an Animal. Also, it was between those two, but I went with. I'm like, okay. I remember not liking or not caring much more for Danger Us. So that's. But yeah, you guys are absolutely right. This should have been like what Kiss did for. This album is great and great. No ballads, just rock song after rock song there. So. All right, Sonic Boom, two different choices there. And last one,
I don't own it, so it's the only one I don't have.
Monster.
Yeah.
And also there is, Mike, you got the version with the bonus track with right here, right now?
I got the bonus track. I got the bonus disc. I got everything.
I have a version, it's like a booklet. It's a book of that album.
And this one also has the bonus track King of the Nighttime World live as
Oh,
well.
really? Okay, I never. All right. So, Sid, what would be your choice for Monster?
Yeah, I gotta get a copy of that too. So I just want to point out that band Wrathchild America had a song "Danger Us" in 1983.
Oh, really?
Their first demo was called "Danger Us," and the lyrics are even the same words. So I was like, is Kiss ripping off Wrathchild America from some obscure demo, or they both just had the most? They both came up with the same lame, ridiculous idea, coincidentally. I don't know.
All right. I did not know that.
Yeah. But I went with "All for the Love of Rock and Roll," the Eric Singer song that's on there. I thought, okay, you look at it, okay, it's Eric Singer. It's probably they're gonna make him like do his own Peter Criss kind of song, but it just kind of, I don't know. There's not really a memorable guitar solo in there or anything. It's just kind of very repetitive, and there's some weird vocal effect almost on his voice. Like I don't know if it's auto-tuned or if it's just some weird sound effect thing going on his voice on that. I don't know. I think it's actually a solid album. Like for doing this assignment, I had never actually sat down and like listened to this album before, but I was enjoying it. And then that came on, and it was like I was struggling with them. Like I don't know what to pick off of this. And then it ended with that, and I'm like, oh, thank God, there's a song I don't like. So for me, it was "All for the Love of Rock and Roll."
All right.
Very just generic to me. So yeah.
Mr. Mike.
I love this album. If this is the last Kiss album, then, I think they did go out in a good one. But again, you had to pick one song, and the song that I picked ended up being some people's favorites, and that's Freak. The reason I picked Freak is that I just find it a little bit, I can't relate to the lyrics anymore at my age, I got streaks in my hair, whatever the next line is, I don't care, I'm a freak. And I'm like, Paul's writing to a younger audience, and I don't think it quite works. But I love this album. I think Take Me Down Below, the duet between Paul and Gene with all the submarine innuendos, it's freaking great.
It's ridiculous, but yeah, it's good.
Yeah,
song.
it's ridiculous, but great.
Yeah, I like this album a little bit more than I do Sonic Boom there. I think it's very... when I first saw this, I'm like, oh, come on. Is that the
cheesy.
Monster drink there logo? It's very similar to that.
I didn't get sued for that.
But it's not. But
Yeah.
at first, you're like, oh, that looks a
Yeah.
lot like that. I'm going to go with Mike, the same thing. I'm going to go with Freak. That's the one that I never apparently some people like it. I really don't care for, like, it's one that I'm like, yeah, it's okay there. Um, I mean, I know for the love of rock and roll, a lot of people were like, "Dan, is this the best your band can do?" Because I think it was the only song available on YouTube at the time. Well,
Really?
initially when the album came out,
Oh, okay.
so everybody was like, "Was this the best song they could come up with?" I'm like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa! There's a lot of better stuff on
It ends
that."
up being the last one on the album. It was just like,
But
yeah,
oh yeah, it ends with "Last Chance" was probably my favorite of the album there.
yeah.
I love
Okay.
that one. I actually requested Last Chance when I went to Vegas to the Kiss mini putt, and I go,
Nice.
"Can you play Last Chance?" And I forget, probably Calling Dr. Love, which is my favorite song. My girlfriend requests Rock and Roll All Night. Me and
Oh,
the guy
come
were like,
on.
"Oh," we both rolled our eyes. I'm like, "Really? You went how
Oh,
many
this is
times?"
ex-girlfriend, right? No, I'm
Dan
kidding.
Oh yeah,
dumped
yeah,
her
yeah,
on that
very,
trip.
very extra, yeah.
Get out.
But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go with Freak for this here. So these were our least favorite songs per album. Let
Yeah.
us know in the comments what is your least favorite Kiss song per album if you want to play along. And I'd also like to thank my friend Sydney and my friend Mike for joining me today for this. Go check out their channels. Sid, you want to plug your channel before we let go?
Yeah, sure. So everyone who
They
watches our
don't want to say
channel,
your channel name again. That's why.
yeah, slogans. I say it wrong sometimes. Slogans rock and metal extravaganza. Yeah, it's long. Just type slogans rock and it should come up because there's not really anything else that uses that. So you'll be able to find it there as well if you want to search for it. But if you've been
I'll put
watching,
the links. I'll put the links of
Dan's
your
okay,
channels.
cool, thank you. But yeah, Dan's actually been in our on our channel a few times. He's actually did a live show yesterday with him, picking our favorite songs from the 90s Dio albums. So it would have been, what was it? Lock Up the Wolves through up to Angry Machine. So those three. Strange Highways. So those three. So we picked our favorite songs off of those, and he's going to continue and finish off the Dio stuff, and we'll throw the Heaven and Hell album in there with it too. So that's what's coming up with Dan being on the channel. We do like music hangouts every Sunday. Actually got one in an hour. So
Yeah.
gonna be playing some music there. But yeah, that's like this
All right.
rocking around the world series. So like every week I would go from like one country. I actually went on like a world map and like sat there mapping it out. So where would you travel to next?
With,
And it's
with
just
a
like
dartboard, with a dart.
yeah,
Where to
just like
go
Google
now?
Images. But yeah. Yeah, so we just do a whole bunch of things. So yeah, go check that out. Mike's been on there before. We did a Triumph show. We did a Dehumanizer. He actually did with us. It's been on there a few times. I'm trying to remember other episodes that you've been on. But yeah, both of you guys have been on the channel and always welcome on there for. I
Perfect.
do want to have him Mike on for Maiden sometimes for favorite song from every Maiden album. If he can get Harrison on there too. But yeah.
There you go.
So Mike, plug your channel.
There you go. All right. And Mike also from Grab a Stack of Rock. You got anything coming up?
Well, yeah, 50 years of Iron Maiden rolls on into the new year. But if you're into Kiss, we've got a ton of Kiss content on the channel. We've got all the Much Music classic interviews from the 80s and 90s. In the new year, Harrison and I we're talking about doing a deep dive on the San Francisco 1992 Kiss concert, The Secret Gig. We both have a bootleg CD of it, but he has a bootleg CD with 4 more tracks than mine, an Australian bootleg. We're also probably going to do a show on bootleg CDs, including stuff like this. This is Paul Stanley in Phantom of the Opera at Pantages Theater in 1999, a gift
I
from
saw.
Harrison. Yeah, we both
saw
saw
that.
it.
You
We
too?
both saw it. So, yeah, if you're a Kiss fan, I think in the new year you can look forward to a special episode on the San Francisco 1992 Secret Concert and a whole ton of Kiss bootlegs. Yeah, so check us out. Grab a Stack of Rock 2026.
Perfect. Yeah, I'll put their both your links there on the bottom of the page there too. There, so go check out their channels. Excellent channels. And on that note, guys, I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Thank Mike and Sid for joining me. And on that note, have yourselves a great whatever. And we shall see you guys next episode. Take care. Bye bye.
See you everyone.